Hello and welcome to Car and Bike. We have a very special guest today, Markus Mueller-Zambre, head of Motorrad, BMW Motorrad, Asia, Pacific, China and Africa, very important markets. Yes. Welcome, Markus.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. And very exciting new product for the Indian market and of course the global market. So tell us about the G10R. How much expectations do you have with this?
Well, first of all, I have to tell you we are very proud in regard to the development in India. Yeah, it has been a fantastic ride over the last 5 years. But what I have seen today during the launch is really surprising me in terms of there's now even more enthusiasm and motivation towards the brand here. And I can tell you we have seen lots of good atmosphere from the customers so far when we start with our pre-order process. But what I have seen today is also so much confidence into the brand of BMW Motorrad that I'm really optimistic about the future. And again, India, as you might hear from my last name, I'm married to a woman from India, so I have a very strong connection towards India and the culture, and I always take India by my heart, and I think with the G310RR, we are offering another kind of great argument for the customers to join the Motorrad family.
Right. The 310 family so far has been a very successful family for BMW Motorrad in India specifically. What's been the response in other markets over the 310 family? Of course, now you have a new model which has been in the pipeline for some time now. What's been the response in other markets for the 310 family?
I have to say the G310 is doing well in the entire globe of BMW Motorrad. Of course, it's targeted for the Indian market, and we also have volume in China here. All other markets are coming up here. Okay. But now with the G310RR, I think the potential what we are seeing in India and especially next year in China is going to become even bigger for us. Yeah. But overall, I have to say we're very happy with the development here. We have a cooperation partner with TVS, who is on eye level with us, where all processes and structures are working according to the quality standards that we are delivering here, and there's way more to come in the future, I would say.
Right. So we'll look forward to all those new products coming up from a collaboration. But talking about the RR in particular. The Indian motorcyclist over the last 5-7 years has also evolved. Yeah. There are more track days now, and this one offers the perfect platform to start riding on the track, really. It's not very big, not very intimidating performance. So somebody who wants to start riding on the track, this one really offers the perfect platform.
Now, and that's exactly what I liked. I was at an Indian dealership yesterday and I saw 2 customers picking up their new S1000RR, and I was telling them, hey, we are here for a launch of the smaller version of the S1000RR, and they were all over it. They say, you know what, at the moment it's a perfect time to launch the bike. We have a community which builds up. Yeah, we have racetracks which are open to the public and very much lay focus on the skills of the riders here. Yeah. And he was saying basically with the BMW Motorrad and with the S1000RR, and he's convinced that with the G310RR you can't do anything wrong here. And that's the kind of spirit we need to further establish here. And I'm quite confident that with the RR, with the small one here, there's a huge customer group who eagerly waits for getting on that bike here. Yeah.
So like we were talking about how the Indian motorcyclist has evolved, and your partner TVS also offers a factory custom variant with adjustable suspension, which not many target consumers of this particular model may want, but the desirability is always there. Okay, I've got that, that bragging rights that I've got adjustable suspension. No plans to bring perhaps an M variant of this?
As you know, BMW, I mean, this is a start, yeah. And once we are doing things, we are doing it holistically, yeah. And of course, we want to be successful over the time, yeah. So no question that you can expect from us definitely updates in the future to come. But I have to also say the way why we picked it like this, we want to be authentic, we want to be racetrack oriented, yeah. And we have to start, I would say, from a position which allows us to further develop here, yeah. And I would say for that reason here, the bike is perfectly set up.
Okay, briefly I'll talk about the premium bikes also above 310RR.
Yes.
Of course, your flagship full-size adventure bike.
Yes.
I am an adventure bike rider myself. Lots of my friends have sold off their Tigers or...
That's what I want to hear. Fantastic. Yeah.
And gone on to the R1250 GS or the R1200 GS before that. That's your best-selling full-size adventure bike across the world.
Yeah. It's in our genes. It's in our DNA. Yeah, I mean, this is what this company.
Yeah, that just sets the DNA and the benchmark, and everything trickles down, right? In the adventure segment.
Absolutely.
So, what's been the response to the R1250 GS in India, and what are your expectations from the bigger?
The same thing here. I mean, the volume is, of course, not that big as many in other markets here, but it's also climbing up. Yeah, we have also customers, and I really would like to stress that, who are taking the GS to the next level in India. Yeah, they're taking the bike on vacation, they're taking it off-road. Yeah, they are really establishing the bike with many events that is organized by us.
Yeah.
Rideouts, the GS Safari, the GS Trophy, and things like that. And this is what the GS is famous for. Yeah. So I like that you, some of your friends, and maybe you switch from the Triumph to the to our GS here. But I can tell you, once you're on a GS, yeah, it gives you peace of mind, and you definitely would like to go away from that.
Well, it's a fantastic product, no doubts about it. We've reviewed it before, very well balanced. Despite the size and the displacement, it's a very easy bike to manage.
Yes.
Very well balanced. No wonder it's a bestseller.
Yes, it is.
Big size. Yeah. What about the mid-size, the 850s? That's not been getting too much traction, especially in India. I'm talking about the Indian market.
we had to also do some learning here. I have to say, that segment is also going to be established now with more efforts in the brand. More efforts into customer events, but also we did some price positioning here to also meet some expectations, and I can say that one here is good to go, So from my perspective, a segment which will further develop into India, also into a successful level here. So I'm confident when it comes to the GS. The big one, the small one, or even the G310. We have a great offer for our customers in India, and I would say it's really time to step on the bike.
Absolutely. So G310 RR made in India for the world. You have a collaboration with TVS Motor Company, your partner, which is sub 500cc. Right, so
it's below 500, of course, and it's a partnership which has grown over the last couple of years. Since 2013, we are teaming up with them. We just extended the cooperation. We are confident that this is the right partner to further explore the potential in India. And I have to say, the story we have with TVS is a successful story. I think both companies are on eye level here. We have invested a lot into infrastructure, into qualified staff, into our own product line here. But on the same side, we have learned how a million unit manufacturer like TVS is operating and that. And the numbers speak for itself. We have now more than 50,000 units sold from the G310R. And again, it's a model which is successful in almost every country in the world.
Right.
So good job here.
So the GS DNA that you have, my last question to you, GS DNA, it's almost synonymous with the BMW Motorrad name, GS. And the Indian motorcycle.
You know what GS stands for?
Yeah, it's I forget the name, complete name, but I know what it stands for.
It's Geländestraße in German, but it's off-road.
Off-road in English.
This is what our DNA is all about.
DNA is all about. So the Indian motorcyclist, like we've talked about before, has also evolved. Now from the 300, 350, 400cc, lots of interest in the 450cc adventure segment. So are you eyeing that segment?
Always think where we come from. 5 years ago, the volume in India was around 200 units. Now we ramped it up to 5,000 units last year. The segment we are just addressing is this segment here. But of course, future will tell what kind of additional potential is there. And again, we are teamed up with a very professional partner here. So let's see how the cards are going to look like in the near future.
Thank you so much for your time, Markus.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Thank you so much. That was Markus Mueller-Zambre. He's married to an Indian, of course. He's got lots of bullishness on the Indian market, particularly the G310 models, and of course with the other models coming from the TVS BMW collaboration. So more exciting things to come from BMW Motorrad India. Keep watching this space. Stay tuned to carandbike.com. Thank you so much. We have also Stephan Reiff, Vice President Sales and Marketing, BMW Motorrad Global. Thank you so much for joining us, Stephan.
Thank you. Thanks very much for having me.
So a very special day. Your visit to India is primarily because of this bike.
Absolutely. It's a world premiere. It's also the first time we ever launch a motorbike in India. So that was also the reason why I came here.
And so the 310 platform, so to say, right now the 310R, 310 GS, and now this RR. So how much of an expectation do you have between these three models across the world, really?
Across? So currently we are also very successfully exporting the 310s to the world. So in India we do about 5,000 units, but we are exporting 20,000 units per year. So there is a huge demand outside India for this product. It's made in India, but it's made for the world.
And what's been the evolution of the Indian market? I'm sure you've just joined, but you've taken an overview of the market since you're here now.
Well, the growth of the Indian market has been fantastic. So 5 years ago, the market here was selling 200-ish imported bikes. Last year we were over 5,000 bikes. I mean, how much more? They were doubling the volume from 2020 to 2021. Me personally, I'm expecting that kind of growth going into the future, but my team tells me it's not going to be that always, but it's going to be a future market for us.
Yeah. So your sport bikes and of course the adventure range with the flagship 1250 GS, very popular, very iconic, very aspirational models, even for the Indian customer, of course. And overall, globally, we've seen a huge boom in adventure motorcycle sales over the past maybe 10 years compared to the other segments.
Yeah.
But the future increasingly is looking towards electric hybrid motorcycles. So what are BMW Motorrad's plans?
So first of all, I think the GS is in our DNA. I think we are coming from a technical side. Then we entered the super sports bike with the S1000R and then the double R in 2009. And this is the legitimate member of the super sport family. But also in 2009, we also started a new line, which is the heritage line with the R9T, with the R18 that is coming. So this is a segment we are thinking it's going to be expanding. And just in March this year, we launched our first electric, or actually our second electric scooter, so the CE04. It has been hugely successful in Europe so far. I've had the chance to use it for a few days in Berlin in the last 2 weeks, and I can tell you, it's just so much fun to just zip around it, because you get that insane acceleration with an electric bike that is almost beating those kids here.
Nothing planned in the motorcycle part of the electric game?
We are looking into that, but that's something into the little bit more out in the future. So it's has not reached market stage, and the reason is because when you go into the electric space, you have to rethink the whole product. You cannot just take out the combustion engine and put an electric engine in. You really have to think about weight distribution, about acceleration, about braking, about everything else. And we want to really do that very thoroughly, because there is already products out there, but as you can see from one of our competitors, it's not super successful. So we want to have the right product at the right time, and we are actually developing it now, but we really want to do it properly. So there is a motorcycle to be there in about 2-3 years time, but then it's going to be the right one. It's going to be a proper BMW Motorrad member of the family.
Right. So one more segment that you've touched about, which I will like to talk about a little bit more, is the heritage segment. R90 has been niche product, but it's been popular. Lots of interest in India also. The R18, R18, that's also been quite popular. A lot of we've ridden it. Fantastic product. So on the cruiser, the heavyweight cruiser, the R18, that's like, it's a eyeball grabbing product, right? It's a huge heritage, beautiful looking motorcycle. Any plans of introducing perhaps a 1200cc variant on the same looks and same styling?
Yeah, so first of all, I have to correct you a little bit, because the R9T on a worldwide level has been a huge success. Yeah. So we were thinking, planning 10,000 units. It's been many more than that. And this is what we want to repeat with the R18, because as you said, I think it's a fantastic product. It fits right into somebody who really wants to have a bold statement on the road. And we're seeing now traction for that car. And with those two bikes, I think we are, for the moment, okay. We're looking into the future, what comes. So I cannot. I promise we'll think about it, but I cannot tell you definitely at the moment.
Because you already have that platform, you already have that engine. It's just a matter of maybe re-engineering it a little bit and plonking that same R90 engine into a.
But as you know, we are here for a launch of this fantastic baby. So what we want to do is, and this is now quite seriously, because we want to be authentic in every segment. So now we are bringing this product. We want to be authentic in that product. We want to be this a huge success, and then we take the next step.
The G310 R and the GS, they've been quite popular, quite well received in markets, Western markets as well. Yeah. What are your expectations of the RR in terms of the global reach, not in terms of only India, globally? Which markets do you think this has a fair chance of becoming quite a popular?
So we're exporting the 310 family already today with the R and the GS to China, to Southeast Asia, to Latin America, and also to Europe. And basically, this is like the topping, the cherry on the top of the product portfolio, if you want to say so. And if there's a huge demand in the market and then you put that cherry on top. I think that will be the right strategy to do so. And to be specific, we have a huge success with the 310s in China, and so we are going to launch that product next year in China as well, and then we take it from market to market.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. That was all about BMW Motorrad's all-new motorcycle, the G310R, the super sport variant of the 310 family, and of course what it means as a production hub from India, and of course it's a global product for markets around the world. Thank you so much for watching. Always wear your helmet. Don't forget to strap it on tight and ride within the speed limit. Please be safe. Thank you so much.